Well, now I've got the bike back on its wheels at last, I can finally get round to removing this sump, which I want to do because A, the oil filter lives inside the sump, which is typical Guzzi weirdness, I guess. It also gives me a chance to clean out the sump. There's some pretty nasty old remnants of oil in there. And the second reason is because I'd like to bead blast it. It's in a bit of a state, as you can see. I'll take it over to the local machine shop who have a bead blaster, and hopefully for the price of some cakes or biscuits or whatever, they'll let me use a bead blaster to blast this thing clean. So let's see what's in here then. I've been blasting away for about half an hour or so, and there's a blasting medium there. So let's grab this and see how we've done. And that looks pretty good to me. That took about half an hour. You can see all the powder coming out of it, all the blasting medium. I'm not sure whether it can be left like that or whether I should paint it, but we'll see. And in there it's a blasting medium, so let's have a look at that. And as you can see, it's very fine. As you can see, it's pretty damn fine. It's like talcum powder almost, but it gives a fantastic finish, so I'm happy with that. And here we are again back home. I've given this a very, very good clean. Spent longer cleaning it than I did blasting it, because you really don't want to have any blasting medium left inside here which could get into the engine. Now on the other side, which is the outside, we turn it over. It's not looking too bad. It's actually quite a tricky piece to blast because you've got all these fins that get in the way of the blasting medium, but I'm pretty happy with that. The bits that you can see on either side and at the front and back are pretty clean. Now painting it isn't a problem. I can spray etch primer on it and then undercoat and then silver aluminium paint, just as I did for the bevel box, and it would look great. My only concern is that being where it is, it's going to get hammered by all the muck that's thrown up from the road, and I'm not sure how long that paint will last for. But then again, I don't want to leave it like this, because having blasted it, that opens up the aluminium pores and it wouldn't take long to get it filthy again. I mean, just a little bit of grease on there now and it's never going to come out again. So although either option's not ideal, I think I will paint it. Now another problem you may have noticed is that I've got a broken fin here and a broken fin there. Now I didn't do that, that was done long before I got the bike. Now to repair this, it would require that this ragged edge is straightened off in a straight line. A repair piece is made to follow this line here, and then that piece is welded on. And it can be done. It's a lot of faffing about, but it can be done. But I may not bother, because I am thinking about changing the sump to an aftermarket sump, an aftermarket billet sump, which would have the oil filter on the outside rather than the inside. They're quite expensive. They're something like £300, so it's not something I'll do straight away, but it's certainly something that could be done in the future. So I think for now I'll paint it and put it on the bike, and at the end of the day I guess this shows it's not a show bike, it's been used, and I'll call that a bit of pattern error, I think. And so now the sump's prepped for paint, so I've given it an etch prime, primer, aluminium coat, and finally a clear lacquer. I don't normally go for lacquer, but I think from where it is on the bike, so low down, it needs all the help it can get to last. And there it is, hanging from a bungee cord, drying out in the sunshine. I've now got to wait about a day or so to let the lacquer harden off, and then it can go back on the bike. And so thanks for watching, and cheers.